Hello guys and welcome back to this chaotic gnome forest. I'm Light the Gnome and today we are doing the anecdote of Dikke. Oh, I was supposed to record it yesterday, but then I discovered the thingy about the penumbra can. I didn't notice at all the other two times that I needed a material so that I could unlock anecdote. And when I discovered that you obtain them only when you do all your weekly, I was desperate and I literally used all my materials to just do the weekly, obtain the penumbra can, and then unlock Dikke anecdote. But I did it! So now I can finally record it. At least for the next time I know I need to do weekly first. Here we are. I'm so excited to know more about Dikke, my first main. Whoa! And also I have all the thingy in my characters Dikke unlocked. So after all of it, we can also go reading all of the thingy in her characters. Okay, let's start. I can't wait anymore. Flakes of light. She thrusts forward, dazzling and direct. Let's go. I'm still a little bit cold, so I hope my voice is okay. Flakes of light. Hello! Where are we? Oh, a monastery! Within the monastery, a crowd eagerly gathered on both sides of the wide-open courtyard gate. At the forefront, there stood a man, shifting in place as if anticipating something. Michael? As if catching sight of something, he coughed into his throat and walked forward to greet the new arrival. His demeanor shifted quickly to something more flattering. Ooh. Lady Dikke, we're sincerely delighted to have you. The young magistrate striding through the door, waved her hand brusquely as if to cut the welcome short. You know why I've come. Your pleasantries won't impact my assessment of the work here. Okay. Hope I'm making the right voice for Dikke. So, save your proclamation of piety and duty for your flock. They may be more inclined to play this tedious game with you than I. The man managed an awkward, splitting smile.
Okay.
Thank you for your suggestion.
Please.
The necessary record have already been organized. Please follow me. Dikke seemed uninterested in following, her gaze wandering between the passing worshippers and the flickering candles. Lady Dikke? The proud bishop raised his head, seemingly quite satisfied with the lively scene inside the monastery. As you can see, there are many who still place their trust in us. They come to pray here each day. Ooh. She chuckled briefly. Do you doubt the sincerity of our faith or our convictions?
Please.
I swear to you, my lady, I will never bring dishonor upon our lord. The bishop raised his hands, deftly gesturing in front of his chest. Rest assured, I'm not interested in your oath either, sir.
Oh?
Tell me, where might I find a tavern around here? Oh, huh? A tavern? Oh, in every anecdote, there was always another character, with the character included in the anecdote. I'm so curious to see who the other character with Dikke will be. I need to know. His stance shifted. He stood his ground and spoke up.
Oh dear.
My lady, surely it would be improper to be seen drinking during work hours. Noticing Neri and a change in her expression, he continued cautiously.
And?
Moreover, the only tavern to be found here is a haven for Vince, or it is home only to drunkards, mud-ranked and covered with lice. It will be unseemly for you to be seen there. Ergo, she's free to do whatever she wants. At least the bishop seemed to catch on, flashing a knowing smile. But if you're in the mood for some good wine, I happen to have some. No. You misunderstood me, Bishop Michael. I want only straightforward answer. You failed to detail this in your records. He smirked, loathing under his breath. So then this is a request from the court, or... It is a personal request.
I see.
He finally raised up. The bishop stood tall, reclaiming his usual air of arrogance. No wonder you've become the youngest chief magistrate. You are not worried about upsetting the others. I have already plenty of rumors about you. The bishop feigned a look of paternal concern. To his dismay, he couldn't detect even a hint of hesitation in the young woman. That's something they'll need to consider. No one is irrepressible, Bishop Michael, myself included.
Oh?
The Great Plague claimed many lives, but we did little during that catastrophe, didn't we? It wasn't our fault, there was nothing we could do. Yet, doing something is better than nothing. The daylight was blinding, yet she stubbornly raised her head into the sun, holding it above him with authority. I don't intend to vex you, Bishop Michael. Only that I feel the sun must spread its warmth to a few more places.
Oh?
Any more questions, Your Excellency?
No.
No, I'll arrange for some guide to you. Very well. May the Lord bless you. Woohoo. So, Dikke wasn't a judge. I thought she was a judge. She's actually a archbishop, a person of important in religious affair. Interesting. Song of Prayers. Praises. People praise the fragrance, the crimson liquid, and everything under its protection. Okay. Let's go in. Tavern. We will meet the other character here. The rowdy sound from the tavern spilled out into the air. But the ruckus outside the door wasn't just drunken banters.
Shoot.
Curcio, how much water did you sneak into this drink? Get lost, you're bubbling broke full. Oh my god, what was that sound? The drunkard, licking his lips as he slyly pulled out the cork, was more than pleased.
Enough.
Quit causing a scene! I can feel those pitiful coins strumming in your pocket, though they don't amount to much. Give me another, I can pay! Leaning casually against the dirty wall in her pristine robes, someone came in. 2 glasses of your best white. Whoa. Whoa. What a taste, Dick. The innkeeper slyly masked his surprise and briskly swung the tavern door open, inviting the magistrate in. Need anything else? It's snug, sure, but we've got everything you could want. And of course we're offering a service off the menu. His suggestive wink went unnoticed. The speaker had no plans to step inside. I'm looking for someone. Someone who knows their way around here. A scruffy man stepped forward with swaggering confidence. Me, name's George. I'm the man you're after. Want the juicy details about Nobel's affair? Or are you after some excitement? Trust me, my rates are fair. He thumped his chest with genuine conviction. Oh my god. Dikke, haha, yes. Here, these are for you.
Oh.
Oh Lord, praise to be your name. To be trusted by a person of your stature, I vow you have made a wise choice. Taking a deep breath of the lingering scent of wine, he turned his head away from the innkeeper. Carefully well, I remember, not a drop of water. I won't be so easily fooled. Okay. So, we're not encountering a new character. Ooh, this frame isn't the same from the Charlie anecdote. The figures moved through the street and hallway.
Oh.
Is this the market?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Merchants from other town come here to buy and sell their wares. If you're willing to spend a bit, you can find all sort of treasure. As for that tall structure there, well, before I was abandoned, it was out tower. He lowered his voice and leaned in.
I heard that.
Since the Great Plague, no one has taken care of it. Everyone says there are ghouls inside. Ghouls?
It's dangerous.
My lady, I advise you to stay away from there. Ooh, mystery. Dikke looked around. The few people that passed by avoided eye contact, their faces marked by strange expression. He traced the path of their gaze over to a mound nestled in an alley beneath the tower and the solitary cross peeking out from the shadows.
Oh.
It seems this is not a market but a graveyard. Without waiting for a response, Dikke walked towards the alley. As she entered under the tower shadow, the mound became fully visible. Wherever wildflowers and tangled hay lay around it, the decaying wooden cross sticking out from above. Ants were crawling in lines over it.
Oh.
Is this grave one of the market specialties? It must be new. I haven't seen it here before.
It might be...
Oh, recently there have been rumors about these ghouls. Perhaps... Suddenly, an approaching man pushed George aside, glaring harshly at him.
Hey!
Oh my god. Step back, filthy! Do you dare taint the robe of our honorable magistrate? The man wheeled around on his heels, bowing in a respectful gesture. Ah, honorable magistrate, I am Malaki. You've graced us with your presence at last. Even now we are patiently awaiting for you in the monastery. But why are you out here all alone, Father Malaki? Father? So, she's a priest. They say also archbishop. So, well, I know she's important. It's a habit of mine. He nodded, then seeing realization adopted a fearful expression. This drunkard is a madman. If he says anything foolish to you, I beg you forgive me. Forgive him. He gave the other man a stern look, and his nose twitched. You smell of Languedoc? Where did you steal such a good wine? You committed a crime, boy.
Shoot.
But I stole nothing. This was my hard-earned reward. We'll deal with this later. Magistrate. He put on a new smile to accompany his changed face. I believe you have another matter to discuss.
Oh?
Unreported death, is that right? No, my lady, you misunderstand. Of course, we're planning to report this to you, but We needed first to organize the complete records. The man spoke haltingly. No matter, I had no intention of combining through your tedious record. You may state your case in person. The sound of an impassioned rapping of fingers rose and fell along Lady Dicke's word. Ooh, etching into Malaki ears. Powerful woman. I like it. You have nothing to fear. Please continue.
Here is the case.
The deceased was a monk, Brother Chester. It's him! Malaki shot him another glance. Go on. I've heard some rumors. People say he's the one you've been hiding away. The one that had turned into a ghoul.
Enough!
Shut your mouth, or would you like to forfeit your ration? The man pulled back his neck. According to our initial investigation, Chester appears to have died due to a drunken misstep. He nervously scanned the surrounding.
Oh?
Father Malaki, is there something you'd rather not discuss openly? Several residents reported witness odd behavior from Brother Chester, that he had a peculiar offense odor about him. Some even claim to have seen him sneaking to the tower. And others say they saw him carrying a corpse through the town at night, convinced that he was a ghoul. And is there any truth in these claims? Malaki's voice dropped. Of course not, my lady. Ghouls are nothing more than superstition, yet heaven only knows. Perhaps he was a wizard. The elders think so too.
Oh?
So then you assume his death came from a spell that backfired? He leaned in, whispering in a voice only the two could hear. My lady, it doesn't really matter what the truth is. Should it be revealed that the monastery concealed a wizard, it wouldn't sit well with the townspeople. His breath ran thin, as he advised the young woman in front of him. Though the great plague is over, the people's trust in us has not yet been restored. Can the monastery really protect us? Can they? You must have heard such doubt. Wherever a wizard or a ghoul, either one would profane the monastery by their presence. It leaves us in a precarious position. I'm sure I need not say more. He nodded in approval, as if he were satisfied by his own words. You have your reasons.
No.
But I don't accept them.
What?
Ha 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 ha. He stared in astonishment at the young magistrate. As of now, I'm sure where the truth lies. What I do know is that I won't be discovered in empty words or false advice.
You should
Don't know. The affair of wizards are most elusive. It will be difficult for us to gather substantial evidence. That, father, is precisely my work. Oh, I love seeing Dikke smile. Malaki tried to suppress his anger. Perhaps you don't quite understand what I'm saying. The people need the comfort of reassurance, not harsh realities, my lady. Please, you should... Oh ho. She literally gestured the most powerful shut up. What you should do, father, is provide me useful information. Not stand in my way and presume to dictate my mission. Whoosh! Ooh. Oh my god, what did she do with the sword? Of course. He nodded fervently. I thank you for your assistance. The cold metal blade dropped, as it finally satisfied. Ooh. To be continued. Whoa. Dikke. I already knew she was a powerful woman, but wow, so powerful. Oh no, Confession and Trauma. I do like this title. A long-standing symptoms, often appearing in every pious believer. Okay. Here we go. Oh. The anxious monk scratches his neck, his hands tightly gripping at his robe. Oh! My lady, please spare me your blade. I'm but a poor sinner. Alright, I admit it. I fell asleep during prayers last week, but I swear to you, I never wavered in my faith. In an act of total submission, the young monk bowed his head lower than any prayers before, his devotion palpable. Oh my god! I love her smile. Your confession are beneath my concern. A subtle dark smile played against her lips. But I shall pass it on to the Father for you. Escaping the judgment he had feared, the monk breathed a sigh of relief. Do not be afraid. This place is too secluded and, without a witness, not fit for a trial. I summoned you to discuss other pressing matter. You may keep the affair of your fate to yourself.
Okay.
As you wish. The lady then stood before him. Didn't seem as ruthless as rumored. He boldly continued. Then, my lady, I'm at your service. What do you need to know? Did Chester live here?
Yes.
Yes, though he was a recluse. We rarely spoke with him. The night watchman would spy Chester sneaking out at night. Heaven only knows to what end. It was always strange. Dikke leaned over the table, filling out in her mind the image of this peculiar monk. The phantom image sat visibly on a creaking, decrepit chair, hunched over the table, leaving behind an unmistakable oil stain. Every monk possessed a book symbolizing the Holy Scripture and its guidance. It hung close to their chest, as a reminder to unwillingly pursue brilliance and purity. But she held Chester in her hand. It was wrought, stained with oil, and clearly bearing the mask of hasty damage.
Oh?
Okay, we are already on the chapter 3 of the anecdote, and so far no one else appeared, so I'm guessing probably this will be a solo anecdote, and I mean, it's totally in character, because I can see Dikke working alone, while I couldn't see Charlie or Oliver working alone. Still, I'm a little bit sad. I would love to see her interact with someone else that is not the people she interrogates. Her hand flipped through the pages, stopping as she gently pulls out a loose parchment sandwiched between them. Did you find something? Continue, please. As if finding a fresh source of redemption, the fearful monk blurted out another recollection.
Oh.
I also saw Brother Chester take a bottle of very expensive wine to meet with one of the elders. An elder?
Yes.
Yes, Father Malachi. Ooh. I recognized the bottle of wine in Chester's hand. It seemed I'd seen it in the tavern before. The proprietor keeps it on the high gifts shelf of limit to common patrons.
Oh?
Did Father Malachi partake often? I think so. The abbot doesn't restrict us from imbibing, so long as it is in moderation, it is perfectly acceptable. You should understand that it's the elders who deem the limits of moderation. So that's why Chester saw redemption from a drunkard. Dikke tapped the sword in her hand, as if sentencing him from his impudence. Or perhaps it was only an attempt of bribery. Oh, forgive me, my lady. Pretend I said nothing. As you wish. You're free to go. Ah! Run! Run away. Sharp gusts of wind swept through the street. A familiar, respectful face approached, wearing a sincere and flattering smile. My lady, you finally arrived. I knew you'd return. You're different from the others, like the wine fermenting in the lower valley of a breeze and that graced a beautiful estate.
Silence.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind. This is the most powerful shut up.
Copy that.
Yes, my lady. Tell me, how the rumors about this school spread? Well, at first someone said that they saw Brother Chester roaming the cemetery at night.
Oh?
The cemetery.
Yes.
It's a heist of the city, within a forest of witness trees. In the past, when people died, they would be taken there. The bodies piled up like mountains there, carried in carts. My father was one of them. For a moment, George Jester's nature broke and revealed a mournful look beneath it. Oh no, poor boy. Did they all die from that great plague?
I don't know.
I don't know, my lady. I simply don't know. The great plague devoured everything, arriving so swiftly that my father passed with nary a word. Dikke fell silent for a long time before resuming.
Oh?
So, then they say Chester turned into a ghoul while wandering around these apes of a corpse. He had no business there, my lady. He never lost anyone to the plague. He scratched his head.
I don't know.
I can't make sense out of it, but the people talk amongst themselves. See, those monks are either a bunch of lazy goods for nothing, or a collection of the strange and wicked. They sat comfy in their holes while the plague hit, and now they come out wholly to disturb remains of our loved ones. Do you really think they can be trusted with our fate? And the people spreading these ideas, they're seriously as the grave. They claim to know the details, like the shovel Chester used, and they can recount every weed and cloud stuck to it. More people began to join it, claiming they saw Brother Chester sneaking into the monastery with a dead body. A scandal? You mean... They were merely rumors. George shivered. I swear I never brought into these stories.
No.
But we can let them off the hook.
It's true.
I would speak against them, my lady. I know those people, and I know they can't hold their liquor. Oh, that they drowned 3 whole bottles. What they claimed was certainly both fluid nonsense, not a word to be trusted. And they didn't leave a drop for me. As the drunkard danced around with his hand, a raw notebook was handed to him. Oh? What is this? Do you recognize the symbol on it? He swallowed hard. My lady, I don't know what it says, but perhaps I might lead you to the right direction. This is Chester's notebook. Mystery of the human body. He keeps it well hidden.
Oh.
I thought monks vowed to keep no secret from their brothers. This book, it details a variety of dissections performed on the dead. Ooh. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. Then flipping the note stopped abruptly. To be continued. Okay, so this is more an anecdote of mystery to be solved. Case of there is this Chester, monk Chester, that was like disappeared, but then they found it around, and there is a rumor about ghoul. Ghoul were the creatures that hit person, if I remember right. But they're not cannibalism, they're see like a monsters. I'm thinking about the ghoul from Tokyo Ghoul, but I don't think that's the case. Well, grace of the goblet. Their affection, that greatness, it will eventually shine eternal. Okay. My lady, do we really have to do this? George looked around nervously, clutching a delicate glass bottle tightly, the crimson liquid swaying inside. The monks themselves told me moderate drinking is allowed. And to make him blind drunk, is that considered moderate? Their interpretation isn't up to you. I still don't understand who on or what this hands is. I mean, it looked like a demon hand. But, well, I hope they bring it up, or at least there is wrote somewhere in Dikke character. Well, just in case.
Copy that.
Ah, I see. Huh? Oh, maybe I skipped something. No, okay. It was literally blank. Oops. The faithful had long finished their prayers and left. George slowly approached, bowing in front of the priest's altar. Father, I've come to seek the Lord forgiveness. I am a sinner, Father. You've come late, George, and empty-handed. Confess then, and our merciful Lord will forgive your sin. The priest looked down at the penitent believer, a veneer of kindness in his face marred by angry eyes. Then... oh my god. Okay. Then he called twice. Have you paid your tithes, George? Where are our cattle, our lambs? Did you bring them hence? Hence. I did not. Forgive me, Father. I need all that I have left for winter. The merciful smile faded a second as the priest leaned out of the light. No matter, George. Your family comes first. But then have you some gold and that grain that might feed our faithful?
I'm sorry.
No, that either, Father. I sold all that I had to spare at the market. The priest's kindness vanished into a gritted smile. It seems you haven't truly repented yet. Have you no concern for those who prayed for you? Did you forget that the treasures shared with us in life are stored up in heaven?
But
Forgive me then, Father, that I only brought one such treasure with me. George lifted his robe, revealing the top of glass bottle. That you might not forget me in your prayers, I beg you take it. The warm light of mercy returned off the priest's face, and he opened his hand. Ugh, corrupted church. Hate it. Ha! A delightful smell, surely as pure as the wine at Cana. Of course, I will save it to share it in time of celebration. At last I feel the sincerity of your repentance. Go now, your sins have been forgiven. Thank you, Father Malaki. Pop. It didn't waste any second. The sound of the cork echoed against the empty chamber, hidden from the eyes of the stained glass saints. Whoa. Glue, glue, glue. Glue, glue, glue. Okay. And now he's drunk. Father Malaki reeked of alcohol. Ooh, he stumbled through the empty corridor, collapsing in front of the gaze of a statue. His steps were unsteady, and he hadn't noticed Dikke standing in the shadow. Oh, Lord, forgive me. Had only a little drink. I'm not drunk, I didn't. Devoted as ever, Father Malachi. Seizing the perfect moment, Dikke leaned against the angel statue, brandishing her flaming sword. Ooh, she's bringing justice. It gleamed like the blazing sun, with fierce fiery tone, dancing below the feet of the angel. Oh, how are you here? Well, you sought forgiveness through prayer. I told the truth. And I found it. Oh no, it was him. Oh, he spread false information and scared the people.
Oh?
Brother Chester wasn't the only one fooled to drunkenness, it seems. Or am I a mistake?
No.
That poor wretch, it wasn't me who did it. I swear. It was accidental. I did not intend for him to fall. Of course, your drinking together that night was nothing more than an act of camaraderie. Okay. You share your labors, your prayers, your wine, and it seems to me you haven't shared corpses. Oh, yes, indeed was him. Dikke shadow approaches closer.
Shoot.
Never! I had nothing to do with those corpses. But if I hadn't discovered his weakness, the abbot would never have permitted us to ostracize him. He's slower than a carrion worm, ripe with the nauseating odor of wizard.
It's true.
Go down to the basement and see with your own eyes. I'll prove what I say is true. I've done nothing wrong. For your sake, I hope so. He leaned against the statue, his gaze wandering. The Great Plague has been gone a long time. As long as we don't intervene, people will forget those horrible events, and they will continue to believe in us.
Oh?
Was that his crime? A wizard trying to study corpses, awakening the painful memories of the people?
Of course.
It is the truth. Given enough time, we will regain the trust of the people and their donations.
No.
But you see,
Oh.
forgive me, merciful Lord. Malachi rambling stirred with the alcohol on his breath, creating a swamp of stretch and confusion. It was as if he didn't even realize what he was saying, muttering to himself until he collapsed on the ground. Maybe your praise will be heard. Maybe your sin will be forgiven. But not right now, Father. Whoa, okay. This anecdote is more short than the one of Oliver. Let's go. The Killing Hands. Ooh. Through the unconscious effort of many, it has finally completed its mission. Let's go. Dikke returned to the grimy room. A persistent smell of burning tar covered a hint of decay, set against the old files on the shelves, created a sober dread-filled backdrop. Malachi's heartfelt confession, wine-soaked as they were, proved more helpful than he likely knew. Click. Ooh. She pressed against a concealed stone button. Ooh, secret passage! The secret table revealed itself, along with nearly arranged assortment of knives and clamps, holding faint traces of dried blood.
Oh?
Oh? Oh? A solitary notebook lay on the stone table. Ooh. This is the complete notebook. As for preventing another outbreak of the Great Plague, the disease seems to spread most readily through rats, or perhaps fleas. The scent of the patient's corpses and this creature carry a similar odor. The tower's state of decay has permitted the presence of many vermin, which might carry the disease. A total cleansing the tower would seem a prudent move. Testing methods. Sensed far beyond those of a normal person. Body immune to infection. It is true, I am a wizard, but please trust me, my intentions are poor. I just don't want to repeat of the tragedy of this plague. She closed the notebook. So, not a ghoul, but an arcanist. Yes, and you obviously already know. A wizard, fearful of being discovered. Shunning and revealing by everyone. Yet you continue your work from the shadows, only for them to call you a ghoul. No one appreciated what you've done.
Oh?
Was this the result you envisioned? But no matter how righteous or noble your intentions were, dissecting corpse is a serious violation of the church dictates, an indefensible act, Brother Chester. The flaming word rested on the stone table, leaving scratch mark on its surface. Ooh, but in any case, your crime did not merit your death. After a while, she opened up a record, one she had long carried but before now left unfolded. A record? Where is it? I love that there is dust in this background. It's so shiny. The monastery was filled by an eerie quiet. Father, will we find salvation? Of course, my child. All you must do is pray sincerely. But we've been praying, yet still my family is bedridden. They are pious, Father. They have put unwavering trust in our merciful Lord. Yet the duty to pray is ours, and you have not forgotten yours, have you? So, what should I do? Please tell me, Father. We will need a pure silver coin. With me, it must not be mixed with copper or iron.
Of course.
A poor gold coin will be better still. Bring it here and drop it in the redemption box, reciting your prayers as you do. When you hear a clear ringing sound, you will know your prayers have been heard.
What if?
And if there's no sound? The priest laid a hand gently on his shoulder. Then that's simple. You have it often enough. My god, this is so terrible. I hate it so much. But Father, will this heal my family? No, not at all, boy.
What is...
Perhaps something stronger is needed. Bring to us a ream of parchment. On it, we will write our prayers for your kin. Oh, mind you, fine parchment. After reciting the prayer and dropping your coin, we will return the transcribed parchment to you, put and ground into a powder. Dissolve it into water and have your family drink it. What the fuck? Excuse me? Oh my god, this is so terrible. I hate it so much. And who can you believe it? I'm not a religious person. I'm an atheist. I don't respect the church in general. Still, I respect the people that believe, okay? Because I think it's a good way to create a community and also to learning lesson in life in general. But at the same time, believing so blindly to something like this, and like it makes me wonder how much they can use you in this situation. And it makes me sad, actually. It's so sad to see people believing so much and then being fucked up by the others just because they want to believe. This is terrible. I hate it so fucking much. May the Lord bless you. The faithful man bowed his head, reciting his instruction earnestly. Frankly, I loathe these records. They exist only to stubbornly cling to memories, more of a burden than an aid. Such outdated things. They should have been discarded long ago. Tossing aside the old document, she stood up. Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Oh! This is... Okay, I knew it in Italian, but I didn't know the part of God. So in Italian would be dai a Cesare ciò che è di Cesare e a Dio ciò che appartiene a Dio. Interesting. I like it. Okay, Plug Memorial. No one cared about an empty tomb, nor does anyone care about a lonely monument. Oh, whoa, whoa. Flag Memorial. The monastery, usually quiet and empty, now hosted a third encircling Dikke, their eyes wide with fear.
Silence.
Ooh, whoa, whoa. Quiet down.
Oh?
For what reason have you come here? The bustling crowd finally hushed, eyes darting around, involuntarily shrinking backward.
Help me!
My lady, we were told that you were here, that you came here to protect us. We heard that you have powers, that you can drive back the undead and evil wizards. Oh no, but she's technically a wizard too. I mean, they knew she had powers and they didn't think about it.
Please.
We beg you to protect us, please, my lady.
Stand down.
Calm yourself. As long as I'm here, you have nothing to fear.
Whoa!
We've seen a ghoul. An ill spirit seeking vengeance on the living.
It's true.
It is coming to kill us, we've got no doubt.
Oh?
Strange. There are decades of record here, but I read no mention of haunting or ghouls before.
Please.
My lady, please believe us.
No.
If you would have me believe you, then present your evidence. Several pairs of eyes met, and finally with trembling voice they spoke a name.
Whoa!
We believe the ghoul to be Brother Chester. He was an evil wizard, and now he's become a ghoul, returned from beyond the grave. He refused to let the town rest in peace. According to my investigation, Chester was only a monk, not some vile creature of the night. For that matter, ghouls are rarely trouble the living. Why would you fear him? Because this creature is different, my lady. They each nodded their heads in fearful agreement.
It's true.
He has reason to hate us, to attack us.
Oh?
Ah, the truth comes out. So you confronted him? Was that how he died? No, my lady, you've misunderstood.
No.
We didn't intend to hurt him. We were just investigating his odd behavior.
That's right.
Yes, we wanted to catch him, to prove he was defiling bodies, to confirm his crimes.
But...
We chased him, but he escaped. And then, next things we knew, he was dead. Witless as your chase was, I can now see clearly what occurred that night. You've given me all the evidence I needed. Ooh, that smile. Oh! George stumbled into the tavern, out of breath, and yelled out to the patrons.
Hey!
Haven't you heard? Has no one said anything about it?
Hurry up!
Don't keep us in suspense, man. Spit it out. Just a return from the dead. That ghoul? You're drunk again.
No way.
After that fall from the tower, bones crushed, blood everywhere. Not even a ghoul could survive that. Huh? Wait, did he suicide or they actually drop him from a high place? I saw it with my own eyes.
It's true.
Yes, I saw it too.
Right there.
But, well, my stomach was giving me grief this evening, and I was hunting for some privacy. So I wandered into that grove near the graveyard. That was when I saw some creature dragging around a corpse, holding a shovel. It struck me down if I were lying. It was Chester himself. You're drunk, you old hog.
No.
Believe me, this is not the drink. I haven't the coin to buy a sip. He shook out his empty pockets.
What if?
If you don't believe me, you can go check his grave. The cross that marked it is gone.
Look.
Whoever has the courage, go dig open that grave and take a look. The crowd collectively shrank their necks. You're scared? Don't worry. I have the means of ward off the ghoul. He proudly produced an amulet, shaking it above his head like a prize. This took me quite some effort to acquire, but I was told Gore feared like sunlight. Well, tell us, man, where did you get it from? I thought out the magistrate, Lady Dikke, and she gave it to me for protection. The monastery here doesn't have such thing. He no sooner finished than he ran out the door.
Hey!
Hey, where are you going? Tell us, is the magistrate still staying in the monastery?
That's right.
Monastery? Last I checked. Then wait for us. Oh, okay. Okay. What is happening? When the bell is tolled. Now the high-hanging sword has fallen. Okay. The monastery was crowded far beyond its usual numbers. But those that had gathered there came neither for prayers nor to celebrate a holy day. My lady, I received no notice from the abbot. Were your actions sanctioned through the proper channels to gather such a large number of faithful here? Or is some authorized reason? Those gathered here are not just the faithful for your monastery, of your monastery. They are perpetrators and victims both, trapped by rumors and prejudice.
But
We will proceed with the trial immediately. Ooh. So she's actually a judge. Okay, she's both. Maybe I'm an ignorant. And maybe I don't remember that actually the church was also the one judging people. Well, now that I think about it, it makes so much sense. I'm super stupid. Well, okay. Dikke walked straight to the altar, and the hushed conversation below her fell into a fearful silence.
I am the standard.
Chester, a brother of this monastery, is dead. I stand here to contend that he was killed, and I shall preside at the prosecutor of this case. The accused is everyone present. Oh! Dikke's voice wasn't loud, more like a sword raised slowly before an execution. Her words echoed between the monastery grey walls and stained glass window, a distant hundred in the ears of the gathered crowd. Let us present the first witness. Wow, coming from the gameplay of Ace Attorney, it actually made so much different because Ace Attorney is super comic and this is actually super serious.
Whoa!
My lady, I promised. You promised to protect us?
Oh?
I am here now, protecting you, am I not? Protecting innocent people plagued by fear and rumors. She glanced coldly over the crowd, suddenly countless pair of terrified eyes. You believed that he was a ghoul. That's what the rumors said. We came to warn him, that's all. They they all say so.
Oh?
Your claim is that you had a simple argument with the deceased, only advising him against wandering around the cemetery with wild notions. Is that so?
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Yet the deceased doesn't appear to agree with your version of this event. Now I will call for the second witness. A weather corpse was presented, to the shock and horror of those assembled. Oh my god.
Ah!
Lady Dick, you've committed a grave sin to desecrate our brother corpse like this.
No!
This is a serious violation. Your concerns are noted. Yet my actions are strictly follow the method described in Brother Chester, Mystery of the Human's Body, which I undertook to honor him.
No.
You're desecrating the corpse. I must report this to the authorities immediately. My lady, forgive us. Her actions were decisive, just like everything she did.
The law is above all else.
Oh my god, she always say this when I fight with her, but now, Now I like this line even more. The trial will proceed. Observe on the deceased here multiple blunt force injuries, skin laceration, and at the wound sites remain of soil and dry grass.
Oh?
Do you plead guilty? I confess, we did hit him, but he didn't die. We saw him rise from his fall alive. When we confronted him, he was in the midst of moving a body. Is a ghoul just as the rumor claimed? Okay, so they actually attempt him. Just because he was trying to find a solution for the plague. This is so sad. And just because he was an arcanist. And yet my trial continues. The priest trembled in his feet, closing his eyes and muttering desperate prayers of forgiveness.
Please.
Dear God, forgive me. Now, I turn to you, Father Malachi.
Oh?
On this night, was your meeting with Brother Chester in the tower mere happenstance? Or was it planned encounter? Sharp and incisive Dikke swiftly honed herself upon the latest of her accused. He had invited me to discuss an important matter. He wanted you to mobilize everyone in the monastery to copy the guide he had written and spread it all to all our followers. He claimed to be bringing a revelation to the people.
No!
My lord, how could I trust the words of such a wizard? Especially when he stood to blame us for our previous inaction during the Great Plague. His legs were trembling, tightly clenched. So it was that you refused his request, yet still took the wine he offered.
No.
It was a gift. What he said was hard to believe. I simply gave him a test.
Isn't that so?
When he truly a capable wizard, he should have easily been able to remove the dust from the clock on the roof of the building, right? So he fell to his death. And you went back to drinking as usual, in moderation. Ooh.
No.
Please forgive me. The dark-cloaked lady ascended to the highest point of the room.
I hereby declare
I will now pronounce judgment. This was a silent murder to which all are guilty. Did she... Are she going to kill everyone in the room? Candle and the lion. The sun will surely rise. The sun always rises.
Hey!
My lady, my lady!
Oh?
Are you leaving now? I am.
Oh?
So there are no more wrongdoings to be reported? No, certainly not. George stood tall, as if to stand in her way, vigorously waving his hand as if to protest. But where was your judgment? No one was punished for Brother Chester. I made my verdict. Do you doubt my judgment? But I don't understand. That's the fearful thing, is their nature. They will bring their own judgment on themselves in time.
What if?
They become afraid of me. What if they seek revenge? Should that happen, I will return to carry out a harsher sentence. Oh, George, I left a reward for you. You will find it on the shelf in the tavern, the highest one.
Copy that.
Yes, my lady. May the Lord watch over you and have a safe journey. Oh, enjoy your gift, George. Oh, the town returned to its usual peace and quiet. Something slowly decaying as odor grew unheeded. Hello. All is finished here. The specific case and evaluation for each person are to be sorted and filed as follows. The numerous violations of trust by the monastery merit increased scrutiny and supervision of their order in the future. The locals congregation sadly are of an impressionable kind and can be easily swayed by their fears and the machination of those that manipulate them. They will need additional guidance and admonition to grow wiser and more resilient. Malachi, the monk in charge of the daily affairs of the monastery, has proven a greedy, cowardly, drunken lot. As for Chester, an arcanist working in the guise of a monk, multiple instances of privately dissected corpses. His cause of death is most complicated. Smeared by rumors, injured by townfolk, neglected by his brothers, who preferred suspicion, fear to grace. Yet, ultimately, in trying to prove his convictions, he slipped and fell from the towers to his death. The book, Mysteries of the Human Body, has been transcribed and is attached at the end of this report. Sometimes had passed. Okay, the long night would eventually come to an end. Okay. And the sun would rise once more. Oh, wow. The end. Okay. Yes, it was more short than the one of Oliver. Okay, Dikke, here we are. It's time to read something from you. Okay, item. Judge robe. A robe she wore when she worked as a judge at the Inquisition. In most cases, judges are required to wear it only when they need to attend hearings or trials at the court. A robe, however, has been through all the dangers and difficulties with her. Justice. Its blade burning like fire, few dare to confront its sharpness. They may be rebels, but they will only last until the remaining ash is all swept away. A piece of prehistoric relic. It belongs to some ancient stele. It's the only information people know. Few dare to guess where it comes from, and it's recommended to not do so. Okay. It's a prehistoric relic. Okay. Before the Inquisition was founded, most of the cases against common sense were heard and settled by secular courts. After its foundation, these cases were taken over by the staff of the Inquisition, including the executing of the trials against arcanists. Even though the Inquisition has been abused and considered evil by the ignorant, it has always been a special party in the arcanum world. After Dikke became bishop, okay, The Inquisition power has grown even stronger. Its restrict and trials against secular lords gradually prevailed over those of secular courts, giving it the right to final interpretation of laws. But for Dikke herself, her final goal has never been power, but justice. The story of Damocles is but a story. That was the first things that crazy woman from the Inquisition said when she came here. Okay. It seems she's not going to explain what Damocles is. Okay. And I was just wondering what Damocles was. Why there is always blood on her sword, or why that strange things on her shoulder is always glaring at everyone. Oh, so it actually alive, their prehistoric ants that she have on her shoulder. Well, of course, I don't care what the answer are. All I want to know is when she will leave. I'll give everything a day off by then. Wait, maybe make it half day. And those sifting sweat are excluded. She's not here for Murville, is she? No one is supposed to know he was imprisoned for interfering with the Lord Land acquisition. Except the bugs in the dungeon. It's all his fault. I didn't agree to cut a cent from the taxes of those disgusting boars. But the story of justice is not just a story. Okay. Pandora Wilson. Who is it? I've heard many legends about you. The violent ghost of punishment, the crime-slaying sword of execution, the goddess of justice, the people's savior. The desperate always need hope. Will you deny this title? These are interesting. Does this mean you will cooperate with what you shouldn't allow for the sake of justice? Bye. Is that supposed to be a secret? It sounds like we're talking about conspiracy, yet it is but a means. By the way, it understands our conversation and is good at taking revenge. Then the theme of today is settled, meaningless rumors behind justice. Okay, let me listen to some voice line. One night, okay?
Thou art overstepping my boundaries, Arcanus.
Huh? Okay.
If a greedy hand commits a crime, it shalt be cut off.
Well, fair, I guess.
This body is a representation of justice. Laziness is not permitted.
Ah, so you had this voice line before the trailer of your skin. I was shocked when I heard it.
The idle chatter of the people is entertaining. But 'tis more entertaining that they are always the first to know about the corrupt behavior of nobles.
Please?
We seem to be on a similar path. Keep going. Oh, friend of mine.
Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, intimacy.
Those who hurt others shall eventually be the ones dripping with blood. Makers of injustice shall be visited by justice. I have seen the righteous wielding much power fall to it.
Monologue.
There shall always be those who think themselves above others and ensure it with their power, wealth, and wickedness. If they keep the commandment of the strong judging the weak, they should not have complaints.
Wow. I love her voice and I love her character so much. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. What I think about this anecdote. Okay, so I still prefer the one of Oliver. Just because, as I said before, I prefer more when the anecdote talk about the character itself than when actually we see the character in the situation. I mean, in the case of Charlie, I was more sad and disappointed just because we know that Charlie have a second personality, but we know nothing about it, okay? And that makes me sad because in her anecdote we discover nothing. Or the relationship she had with the fool and so go on. I mean, yes, we see them interact with each other, but it's not really the same thing. While in the anecdote of Oliver, I was super happy because we actually have the backstory of Oliver, some backstory from the night. They interact with each other, they work together, and the situation was secondary, but we were super focused on the characters themselves, and that was my favorite things. I still think that is my favorite anecdote so far. While Dikke, yes, it was like in the case of Charlie, we were more focused on the situation that was going on. But still, I am less disappointed that from the one of Charlie, just because actually it was so much in character. We saw her bringing justice, doing investigation, and interact with the people, judging them, and that was totally in character. Even if I don't know anything about her backstory, her situation and so on, we actually learn so much about her character that seems so silent. It was super interesting, actually. Obviously, it was a criticism for the church that was blinded during the plague and mind their own business, super corrupted, etc. And also all the thing about a poor man that was trying to search a cure, and still the only one that would actually try to help them was killed by the people. Not only the story was super interesting, but also Dikke shines during this anecdote. So I don't mind it at all, and I liked it very much. I can't wait to see the one of Eric that should be next, and I hope you will be here with me to see it too. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this anecdote, the other anecdote, what is your favorite anecdote so far. And well, I guess for today it's all. We'll see each other on the next video, on the next week. Bye bye guys!